Good morning and welcome to Is This a Narcissist? Or is there a demon in this narcissist? You know, someone said that the eyes are a window to someone's soul. And what does that really mean? That they show emotion in their eyes? Empty. That they have, that there's truth or sincerity there? Empty. When you really look into someone's eyes, it's like taking a glimpse into their own world, right? It's like a connection to others. That's why, people can be intimate with one another. Because eye contact creates intimacy and understanding without even having to say a single word. And in some spiritual or physiological traditions, the eyes are thought to reflect the inner energy of your soul. It's believed to irradiate them, dark and empty. When I look into this woman's eyes, I've quite seen her shape shift in some videos. Like literally, even in her live stream, she has appeared to be demon-esque on the screen. And I know you've seen it. I know you've seen it too. We're going to have to get those clips out. But let's talk about why we're here. If you've ever dealt with a narcissist, it feels like you're dealing with someone that's not even human at times. The manipulation, the lack of empathy, the constant need for control, it can almost feel otherworldly. Many people in spiritual communities, they describe it like there's a dark spirit or a demon of pride, deception, and control influencing the person. Now, they say it's not necessarily a demon living inside of them, but a powerful darkness that seems to drive their behavior. They're lying without remorse, twisting reality, and feeding off of the pain and suffering of others. Please give me a hand in the comments if that's what you've seen this person do. Now, please let me remind you, this video is for educational purposes only, not to bully or harass anyone. I'm giving this as my opinion in how I see this situation. And narcissists, they often leave people asking the same questions. How can someone hurt others so deeply and feel nothing? So for some, the only way to make any sense of it is to look at it through a spiritual type of lens. They see narcissism as a spiritual battle where the ego, the pride, and the manipulation take over the soul and push out any empathy, humility, or love. And that's really sad. And whether you view it psychologically or spiritually, one thing is absolutely clear. People that encounter narcissistic abuse often walk away feeling like they were fighting something much bigger. Not just a difficult personality. And the most important truth about that is you're not crazy for sensing that darkness. You are allowed to protect your peace from it. And that will upset the narcissist more than anything when you walk away. And that's how a lot of people have gotten in this community. They tried to help this woman here, and she did all of those things to them. She turned on them when they had their own opinion. A narcissist rarely tolerates your opinion when you express it. They twist your words, making you feel like you're wrong or if you're guilty. They definitely gaslight you, trying to convince you your reality isn't real. And they could attack or belittle you, and seeing that your independent thought is a threat to them and their control. But when you walk away from a narcissist, you have to set boundaries because the reaction from them will be extreme. They will try to pull you back in with manipulation or charm or false promises. Some, like this individual, escalate with anger, silent treatment, well, we don't get that, or emotional punishment, anything to try and regain power to them. And again, like this one, they will try to smear your character or turn others against you, Just because your freedom in everything that you have threatens the feeding of their ego, and they depend on that. Let's not forget that this woman sought out people in a narcissist healing group. Let that sink into your head. It is a group of people trying to get and heal from a narcissist. And this narcissist went there and sought people out. She preyed upon people in this healing group. And then what proceeded after that, she didn't even know was going to happen. She had no clue. She decided she would steal someone's story of being a late diagnosed autistic woman. And that's what she did. She started labeling herself as a homeless autistic actress that just needed a break. And TikTok gave her a break. Her TikTok family, because she says she was so famous, bought her a car. And she drove her car from the West Coast to the East Coast to another TikTok person. And people from TikTok were helping her this whole way. They paid her hotels. They paid her Airbnb, so her and her dog never had to stay on the street. She drove across the United States to another TikTok person, ruined that situation, smeared that name. Rebecca, her name was Rebecca, accused her of abusing her. Then she went on to another TikTok person, Sarah. Same thing. Lived there for a little while, stated Sarah was abusing her. When she becomes uncomfortable somewhere, then to her, that's abuse. To someone telling her that she has to clean or do this and that, it's all abuse to her. If you're not kissing her behind and doing everything that she wants, you're abusing her. Now, people on the internet might say, well, I don't understand. This woman can't reach me. She can't get to me. That's not the issue. You don't have to be in her physical presence for her to try to ruin you, for her to accuse you of abusing her. And physically also. Like, it is insanity. It is narcissism. You see, demons walk among us every day. They're right in plain sight. They're not hiding. This one disguises herself as a poor little autistic person. She's just being so bullied and just such a victim. But when you meet her, she will slowly drain your energy. She will destroy your confidence. She will demolish your sense of worth. And that's the most dangerous part about her. She doesn't have horns or a tail. She hides right in front of you while she's manipulating you. And most people, they won't even realize because, she puts on such a great act. Let's not forget, she's an actress. Don't let her fool you about who she is. Make sure that you know. Sit back and watch how she treats others. Save yourself years of heartache, pain, and manipulation. In the end, support who you want to support. People don't care about that. People don't care to say, to try to convince you, don't like this woman, don't do this, don't do that. No one's telling anyone what to do or who to support. But